Alright, guys, we're back. So, as a fair warning here, the opening of FF14 is a little slow. It's designed to get you to get used to the systems and hopefully draw you into the world. Unfortunately, A Realm Reborn, at least previously, it might have changed enough to stand out, is probably, in my opinion, the weakest part of the game, which is not the greatest because you want to draw people in right from the get-go. But what I will say about A Realm Reborn is it does a really good job of setting the stage for the rest of what we're going to do. They drop a lot of tidbits of information, a lot of plot details early on that you kind of forget about. Then you're like, oh shit, I forgot all about that. And then it pays off later. So I encourage you to pay attention because this is my favorite Final Fantasy game story-wise. And a lot of ways gameplay-wise, and I want to share it with you guys. So, Battleron, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. First, if you head down the floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device that can move you from one place to another the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second, on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district that lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though. You'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Why's me corn poise so light?" Have a word with Swazblade instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old doctor, and he'll treat you well. For the last of me upfallings, I'd suggest you meet some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few tricks for swinging that head splitter of yours if you join their crew. Blothata at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lass? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now, I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Oh, bugger it! There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Anyway, while you're if you happen to pass any poor saws that look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale a word listen, would you? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Nina over yonder's been casting glances at you since you walked in. Well, lend her an ear and see what she has to say. Aye, I like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as women folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you had time, I'd also recommend the advice of the smith here and the wench. The lads as bear that title have some fine advice for them that are just starting out the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Quest accepted. Now, as you can see, Battleron and his local counterparts have a long-winded opening. To leave the Drowning Wench, you must accept the quest Making a Name by speaking with Nina. Alright, don't care about that. Yeah. Okay, why? Okay, thanks. Alright, so, what was I gonna do? I'm gonna talk to Nina here. Make a name. Nina, a veteran adventurer, has some information that might be of interest to you. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might help you put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all merchants that plow in across the strait are above board. If you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in an Eisenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skinrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Aldskiff, at the Octant. And being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. Alright, you wish to visit Bulwark Hard below? The Crow's Rest is ready when you are. Alright, we got somebody here, a fresh Arcanist like me, but I'm a Marauder. Anyway, she has a carbuncle, and this is very important. Why isn't nobody picked up these herbs at all, though? I just touch it and fall asleep. That's my legacy for the rest of the game. The adventurer that fell asleep touching a herb got robbed and murdered. Yes, I'm Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? A common weed rumored to have relaxing properties when either ingested or smoked. Yes, as you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Look at me, I cannot resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Alphic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone's been having a bit of fun with you, Litmus. But not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met! Do you think FF4 starts you a bit too much on the rails for an MMO? It's not that bad. Could be worse. Alright, so there's a main story quest that we gotta do, but we're gonna attune to some Aetherites. Hey look! It's that adventurer who fell asleep and got robbed on their first day! Exactly. Oh, another novice adventurer. Hi! Balaron has sent us more than a few of your kind this way of late. I'm Sundimal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance to the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means of traveling swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of Aetherites and their connection to the aether flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, one adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the wall of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in this city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. That sounds like the mini episode about a Dragon Quest NPC. Man, if I could get Dragon Quest X in English, I would absolutely do another Dragon Quest Let's Play. Alright. So when you're in town, you can sprint, and you're at your sprint durations. Actually, I'm double, I'm pretty sure. I need to move my my buffs and debuffs around as well, but I'll do that later. A fine evening to you, madame. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. I've already played treasures. I like treasures. Right, browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling at the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate on the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo that but recently arrived at the docks. You better get from Balaron. Whatever could it be? Ah, my Octant! By the navigator. I must have left it behind at the Wedge, along with the week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Rusted Octant, an instrument widely used in maritime navigation. This one appears to have been the victim of the elements. I like Dragon Quest Treasures. It was a good game. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from me days as a ship captain. You see, needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? It is simple and steady adventuring equipment you seek. You need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. Within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will not, or most amply supply, all your potion and perishable needs. Minicat, what the hell are you doing? Where did you get that bag? This cat and bags, I swear to God. Anyway, our keen-eyed agents procure frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it should become familiar with type and price, the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light and your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets yourself. I think we've only went into one female NPC, and it's been a lady who ran the lift. So let's take a look around Limsa. There's another carbuncle. So you want to actually go on around and attune to each of the Aetherites in the city. That is actually a good thing to do, because it lets you teleport around the city very quickly. But more than that, if you attune to all of them, it lets you teleport to the entrances to the city, which is also very helpful, especially early on in the game. I just realized something. Hang on. I was like, why is that over my map? So I'm going to be messing with the UI quite a bit. You're going to want to explore around and find carbuncles. Yes. The surest place to find carbuncles is probably in here, because there's one right there. Because this is the Arcanist Guild. So you're sure to find carbuncles within. Alright. Moving on. So I'll probably do the dice roll to pick Heaven's Ward's job somewhat soon as well. But I'll let you know when I do. I'm getting some audio distortions here, which is interesting, because I don't get them when I'm normally playing. Watch it all be tanks. Hey, I gave you guys the option to control which role I play, but random dice will run one out in the end. He rolls Dancer and just ends the Let's Player. I mean, I do have Dancer leveled, so I have played it. Goes Dark Knight. Just full Dark Knight at that point. So I think I got all the ones in the lower part here. Let's go. You can click on the map now. That wasn't a feature back in the day, by the way. You could only click on the one in the list. We are a Marauder, which is a tank. Yeah, it used to be exclusively through the menu, but now you can just click on the one you want to go to in the map, which is far better. We're gonna go visit the Marauders Guild. Thanks for that. For most of the game, it's not gonna matter because I'm just gonna solo through the vast majority of stuff, so the tank queues aren't gonna matter for me. Since they added a way to do that. Oh there, adventurer! Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth swinging needs two hands on the haft and has a blade that can make short work of a galley's mast. That's a kind of weapon our members you train to use with deceptive swiftness, all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lass? Then why don't I give you a short version of the guild's founding history and we can go from there. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since the navigator herself knows when a ship will run afoul of a storm or worse, it makes sense for her crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. Aye, it'll start with shipbuilding and ship repair. What? Am I boring you? As I was saying, any tool on a ship can become a weapon. And the axe was the perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about you. As more seafarers took up the axe as the weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the Marauder begin to take shape, especially among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews or battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield and chop and blade to their new recruits, and that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. But once the Galadian Accord was signed to unite the Maelstrom and the pirates against Limsa's enemies, the whole game changed. The Accord itself was a dismal failure, of course, but the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements. It had been reborn as an institute dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of the new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors that sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. If mastering the axe is in your heart's desire, then you'll find no better arena in which to practice your swings. Think it over, then let me know if you fancy joining our ranks. I have a feeling I'll be seeing more of you soon, lass. Yeah. You've decided to swing an axe with the Marauders, then? Lothar wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Marauders Guild. Alright then, it sounds... all that needs doing now is to speak with the axe master himself. Sounds simple. I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Warrenzone's his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lass. Good fortune to you. I just walk over there and he immediately just cuts me in half. Yes, I'm Warrenzone. Axe Master, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of Marauder is used to rend, cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is the massive steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Blothota, but once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits you an initiate of the Marauders Guild? Yeah. Like a default's no. Very well, your name? Attend me well then, Mearo. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will ofttimes be your own. You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straightway into combat as befits the novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleeding, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Limsa. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your prettiest adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each of the creatures have fallen by your blade. Alright, this will be your combat tutorial, essentially. And when you start out, holy crap, you have nothing to work with. I have one skill, heavy swing. That is it. Did I attune to this? I didn't. I think I've only attuned to these two, so let's go back to the Culinary Guild. Because we are going to go back over here and explore up here. I think there's two more, one more A3? One more. Also, as you can see, we got a day-night cycle going on here. I don't know why the audio is doing that. It doesn't do this normally. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm here. I've optimized my level 1 rotation, it's true. You have attuned yourself to all the Aetheryte shards in Limsa. The Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the Airship Landing are now accessible as Aetheryte destinations. Okay, that's good. Middle Lanasia. That's all I need to see. They're all there. I just need to know which gate it is. Zephyr Gate. Alright. So if we go here, now we can access these other gates. We're going to go to the Zephyr Gate, which should lead us to Middle Lanasia. Yay! We mapped the realm. Cool. Excellent. Alright, so here's our first enemy. It is a Warfrat. And we're just gonna slash the fuck out of these. This is part for the course when it comes to the start of an MMO. Oh, also, that's a Gubu over there. That's a level 12 Mossless Gubu. Now, it's not aggro. You can tell by the symbol beside its name there, the blue arrow pointing down. That means it's passive. It's not gonna fuck with you. Unless you hit it. Also, tab targeting in this game can be a bit fucked. Yeah, this is Limsa. Sick, I leveled up. We're level 3 now. I like Limsa. This is specifically Middle Lanasia. I like the look of it. The grasslands are all pretty nice to see. Gridania is another area you can start in. It's basically a big forest called the 12's Wood. And Ulda is the third city you can start in. It's in a desert known as Thanalan. Yeah, Limsa's, Gridania is actually where I started the original FF14 when I did get a chance to play it. But I only played the beta for it. So I didn't get very far. I actually was in college when I tried it. My computer could not run the game very well. Alright, there we go. So now, you can just teleport if you want, but we don't have a lot of gil, or any gil, if I think. Teleport, I can't even teleport. But I can return, which I'm not going to do right now. Anyway, we're going to run to the Zephyr Gate, because it's just right here. So there are definitely some changes I'm going to need to make about the game. For example, there's a sound that plays when you push your buttons too much. This sound right here. I'm going to, there's a way to mute that sound, and I'm going to get rid of it. Also, there is, I'm going to see if there's a way to copy my UI from my other character over to this one. to the Martyrs Guild. So, I'm not going to be doing the job quests for the character until the end of stream usually, and then we'll just spend the last 30 minutes or so doing those. ActRaiser has better graphics than you remember. Is it still listed as ActRaiser? Did it not jump up to FF14? Oh, it did. Okay, we're good. The systems from FF14 turned you off enough that you didn't go back before the original Shadowbringers? Unlucky. You have returned to me a different woman. Already your face shows a harder cast, a realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there is much training to be done before you wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, and make of each swing an instinctive act. You shall leave this hunting log, or you shall have this hunting log to aid you in your endeavors. Its pages are marked with opponents suitable for honing your skills. There are, of course, myriad methods by which you might improve your techniques, but then, when the way forward is not readily apparent, the log provides a reliable source of challenges. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step forward towards the mastery of Marauder. Way, implacable, relentless. Such must be your momentum on both the practice grounds and the battlefield. The next Marauder quest will be available once you hit level 5. And we got some food. Alright. So, the hunting log, I seem to recall there was a specific quest you had to do to unlock it, but it looks like they just tied it into the job quest now. This is ActRaiser 14. Hey, there's Samurai Shampoo. Which, honestly, is the better way to do it. I'll show you guys the hunting log here in a sec. Have I met your approval? Yeah? Sorry guys, I had cat interference. So this is the hunting log. You actually get a different one for each class. Each class. There isn't. I don't believe there's one for any of the advanced jobs that start start appearing from Heavensward onward. But for the initial classes, anyway, and then as you kill things like 3 ladybugs, you get 75 EXP. That's not that big of a deal, but right? But at the end, you get a huge one, and as you go down, the rewards multiply exponentially. See, we went from 75, 180, 360, 410, and by the end, we get 1,700, and then 2,500. But there's multiple pages of it. So there's always something to do. There's going to be a lot of Tales games to engage. We have a lot of Tales games. The best part is, Tales of the Tempest, I have never played, so I think it's going to be one of the first ones I've never played on stream. Or at all. The experience symbol is just so satisfying. You're going to need you to write in chat 10 times, then you'll get some EXP and a little gold. Oh, there you are, Mearo. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa, that won't be the last time you visit them three places. And now you've got some idea of where you can start exploring the rest of town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Batteran and you'll go far. Okay. We're going to pick up the next quest, but we're not going to be doing too much more today because I just wanted to get into the game. That said, Batteran, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to lend a hand at Summerford Farms. Still in Limsa, are you, Mearo? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stilvin, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. Need directions? The place ain't too hard to find. Just look for the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. So we're gonna go over to Summerford. You know this place? That's where they make you test your cackbot. Apparently you and Tengage don't watch us ever. You sons of it. Oh guys, we learned a new skill. So we know Heavy Swing, which is just delivers an attack with a potency of 150. But we learned Maim. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100, but if you use it after Heavy Swing, it has a combo potency of 250. So, nice to meet you for the first time. We're gonna go outside the Zephyr Gate, and we're gonna head over to Summerford Farms, and that's where we will be done for today. But, if you guys notice here, this symbol over the wharf rat means this is one of our targets in the hunt log. And now my main here is glowing. That's an indication that you got a combo. Alright, so there it marked off that we killed the wharf rat. Might as well finish off the little ladybugs while we're on our way over there. But yeah, I really like this zone. Like it's just like a really good introductory zone. It's nice to look at. Another little ladybug somewhere around here that I can bully. There it is. Don't run out of TP. TP is a function that, well, as you can see on the screen here, we have HP, MP, but we don't have any TP. There's a fate system. So fates are these little events that spawn in the world. This one is called overnight migration, and you can just come in here and kill things as part of the... Not only did the calamity bring with it the destruction, pain, and suffering, but also brought with it mandragoras. Unfortunately, I couldn't read all that. I got a silver rank for that, 200 EXP, and some gil. Alright, let's see if I kill this bee clown. TP isn't needed when you have PM net. Wait, what's PM net? This is my first time here. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
Alright. Why does it sound like the audio in the game got louder? Let me fix that. Alright, so we learned our first cooldown, which is Berserk. I'll drop that there. Berserk grants 3 stacks of Berserk. Each stack guaranteeing weapon skill attacks are critical and direct hits, increasing damage dealt when under the effect that raises critical hit rate or direct hit rate. Last 15 seconds. Certain abilities you get are weapon skills. It'll say it right under the name. Unfortunately, you can't see because of my webcam, so give me a sec. So, like Heavy Swing here in the bottom corner, when you hover over it, it says weapon skill right under the name. Same with Maim. I don't have any abilities yet that are not weapon skills to compare them to, but you get the idea. Alright, so this is where we are going to save, where we're going to be done for today. I'm going to tune to the Aetheryte first. Berserk isn't a weapon skill, exactly. It is not a weapon skill, you are right. Okay, this was good. And we learned teleport. So if we want to teleport, just go in here, click, and this is all we can teleport to is the main city and Middle Lanasia. It does cost money, basically all my money, it seems. Actually, right before I'm done, you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna go see the mail mogul. The delivery mogul. Okay. Why indeed, if I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom, Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all the terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch us and skin us, like you do with every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Look what we have here, 20 new letters that have arrived just for you. Your mailbox is a complete and utter mess. There wasn't any room left, so I had to send back a letter. Oh, that's not good. So I have 20 of these, huh? Alright, so this person sent me a gold chocobo feather. This is to thank me for participating in the Final Fantasy XIV Recruit a Friend campaign. My friend's subscription has been retained for 270 days, so I got 5 gold feathers for that. Okay, we're gonna keep that. We don't need that. Okay, that's 210 days. Do Berserk for weapon skills? That's good. 150 days. Who was my friend? Fuck, I don't remember who I gave that to. Probably a few people. Oh, thanks you for playing FF14. Enclosed is a 4-piece set of Tantalus attire. Be your own canary. Okay. Enclosed is a set of Wild Rose Barding for your Chocobo and a Wind-Up Furion. Let it be your power, your pleasure, your pain. My pleasure? What the fuck am I gonna use it? Enclosed is a 5-piece set of Wild Rose attire. Warning, a rose by any other name would not smell as sweet. Yeah, use your Wind-Up toy for pleasure and pain. Enclosed is a Baron Helm, a Griffin flying mount, a wind-up cane Highwind minion, and a Phial of Fantasia. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. What the fuck? I understand that reference. Enclosed is a Baron circlet, a pair of Baron earrings, and a Chocobo Chick Courier minion. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. Oh, my friend was playing for 90 days, and I got a Drought Chocobo whistle for that one. Ooh. Enclosed is a Drought Chocobo mount. May he carry you and your friend to an unseen adventure. Enclosed is a Friendship Circlet and an Aetherite Pendulum. May they speed you on a path to greatness. I don't remember what the Aetherite Pendulum was. You say 2 is 4. Never is a 4-piece set of enclosed is a 4-piece set of adventure attire. May it never mind. And this is the Strife outfit. Enclosed is a wind-up Nanamo minion and a fat Chocobo head. May they ever take your perspective when all the world seems against you. Nanamo is an NPC we will meet in-game. Enclosed is a wind-up Gilgamesh minion and a copy of Inquire Within, an oil painting of realm-renowned Ancient of Inquiry Hildebrand and his faithful assistant Nashu Makaraka. May they bring you laughter and joy. Enclosed is a wind-up Goblin minion and a Goblin cap. Keep them handy when trading lip flaps on important busy deals. I don't remember some of these. Enclosed is a wind-up Odin minion, a complimentary Aetheryte ticket. May they cut you new paths and send you to unfamiliar surrounds respectively. And also enclosed is a wind-up Warrior of Light minion and a set of Barding of Light. Wherever you go, so too will light follow. I've been playing this game for a while. Enclosed is a Behemoth Warhorn for summoning a Behemoth mount and a wind-up leader minion. May they take you boldly forward in all your pursuits. I don't think I can learn any of these yet, though, so just fill out my inventory. Enclosed is a set of Black Mage Barding and a Minion of Light. May they blaze the way to a brighter future. You like how my mail took longer than the story? It hasn't, but close enough. Enclosed is a BDI minion and a Voidal Resonator for summoning an Armormon mount. May they offer insight into a world beyond our own. Enclosed is a Black Chocobo, a Chick minion, and a Cascadier uniform voucher. Cascadier. FF14, Mearo's Mail Time is your favorite expansion. Yeah. Enclosed is a wind-up cursor minion and a Final Fantasia. Made it point to a better way for you. Yeah, I probably will get more mail to go through, but yeah. Either way. That was good. So, I'll use the stuff I can use in my inventory, which is essentially just our Anonymous mount here. Minion. That feeling you get sometimes you are being watched? More often than not, it is him. Rumors about her being able to fly are completely unfounded. Or are they? Model after the ivory glove of Ashan, the Wanderer. Does this clockwork hand follow you or guide you? A metal tuning fork that, when struck, emits a low tone which opens a temporary rift in the void, allowing your personal Armormon and your personal Armormon only to pass through to this plane. I can learn it. I probably can't write it yet, but... An expertly crafted suit of Aether-infused Chocobo armor, designed to mimic the garb of Black Mages of days past. Alright. When darkness veils the world, 3 minions of light shall come. This imposing horn emits a thunderous tone that summons your mighty behemoth. A leader who will follow you unquestioningly, for coin and country, for serenity, purity, sanctity, till sea swallows all. A suit of Chocobo armor designed to resemble a legendary warrior of light. Wheresoever thou goest, so too shall light follow. Ancient benediction. Guaranteed not to wipe out your entire party in one fell stroke. Even this automaton's gobby bag is bigger than yours. Several arms appear to be missing, but that does not seem to otherwise hinder basic functionality. A shard of Aetheryte, which can be attuned to new adventures, allowing for swift travel to their side in times of need. Any friend whose online status is new adventure. Okay, interesting. A small hand-carved whistle that emits a unique, high-pitched tone discernible only by Drought Chocobo, tone trained from birth to recognize and respond to the sound. Only to summon your personal Drought Chocobo. It may not be your best interest to entrust him with any important missives just yet. A few moments may be needed to allow him to regain control of himself. That's the wind-up cane. The Griffin Horn. A large curved horn emits a tone so deep it is undetectable by the ears of man. Griffins, however, can hear the somber tone from hundreds of miles away and will be immediately drawn to the sound. A suit of Chocobo armor designed to resemble the one worn by long-forgotten hero of legend. And lastly, free is a very good price. Wind-up period. Okay, so I actually don't think that I can... So I got a bunch of hats here. I think we're just gonna wear the friendship circlet. But yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we can just put on. Most of it's not good, it's just glamour stuff, but I'll show those off tomorrow. Although I will wear this now. And our Baron earrings. Which oddly, are not as good as what I had. Alright, that's interesting. Cool. Alright, so like I said, this is where we'll be done, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed our start of FF14. There we go.